Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's been forever since I posted the last video. I had a few things happening in my life that needed my attention. I needed to readjust, just the journey, all the good stuff. But we are back. I wanted to make this video because, first of all, the topic is very close to me, of course, but also it's such a timely discussion. Anyway, so if you are Kenyan, or if you're a Kenyan living in Malaysia, or if you're a Kenyan looking to move in Malaysia, or if you're a Kenyan on Twitter at all, or on social media platforms, or if you're even in touch with this particular side of current affairs, then you know that there's a number of Kenyans who are stuck, who are sort of like shipped to Malaysia, about 100 of them who are currently stuck at the embassy, and they were told that they would be given jobs. So first of all, the Kenyan visa to Malaysia for social visit ni free for 30 days. Haulipi, so walikoniwa wakaambiwa watakuwa charged how much? $500, I think, per person, and of course they were going to pay their own flight tickets in promise of getting jobs. Now, I know times are tough, and I don't like saying it, but story for another day. When we keep manifesting all this, oh, life is tough, things are tough, things are going terribly. That's sort of like what we keep attracting into our physical reality. So I am very cautious about saying things like, oh, times are tough or things are tough. Why? But now, for the sake of communication and for the sake of passing the proper message, things are tough and life can get a bit uncomfortable and rough sometimes. So I could completely understand why someone would think, okay, I'm gonna pay this $500 or whatever amount it is, get my own air ticket, and of course a couple of savings. Unajua lazima you have your own savings and money here and there. You can just move to a whole different country and you have nada. So some of these people apparently sold vitu mingi, waliuza vitu mingi ndo wakwe na hiyo do yenye ilikuwa inahitajika to get hiyo job. So si watu wakauza, imagine. And now this person lied to them, wakakuja. Now they're stuck because there's really no jobs huko. Wakakuja, of course hakuna kazi, right? So when they figured the guy who'd taken all this money, hachukui simu. So what do? Of course the embassy has to take them, but it's so many people. Imagine 100 people. How do you house them? How do you feed them? And mind you, there's not so many Kenyans there. So it's a mess. So here's the thing. If you're Kenyan and you want to move to Malaysia, or any other country for that matter, first of all, ebu fanya your due diligence. It's the digital age, surely. Na sisemi it cannot happen to anyone. I've made some stupid rookie mistakes myself. Moving to a different country, working in a different country. I've made some terrible mistakes zenye I think nitaongelelea siku tu ingine. Yeah, so wakakuja. Okay, what was I saying? No, I wasn't saying that. I was saying, yeah, your due diligence. Angalia kwa Google, or kama unajua watu wenye wako huko, get into Twitter, ama utext mtu mwenye wako huko, fanya a bit of research. So like the smaller rookie mistakes. Of course, there's mistakes that you can avoid. And of course, there's some things that creep up when you catch up with you or you overlook, which is, just human, right? So if you want to do this kind of thing, first of all, do your due diligence. Kwenda countries kama Malaysia, for the first 30 days, for Kenya, it's visa free. Ukifika, you need your bank statements, for example. Maybe you're gonna make sure you have like $1,000 to get in, you have a place to stay, and you have an exit. Okay? Umebuy ticket ya kutoka. Now, I don't know what happened, and I don't even know because I'm also currently not there. But I just saw that story and it broke my heart, and I decided I'm gonna make a video of the 5 things that I could have done better when I was moving to Malaysia as a Kenyan on a work permit. Well, for the most part, nilitafutiwa kazi mimi. Nilikuwa na rafiki alikuwa akifanya kazi where I was looking for the job. So yeye alikuwa already akaniambia kazi yao inatafuta customer service agents. So mimi nikaenda kwa kama customer service agent, but wanaitanga advisor or something like that. Walikuwa wanahitaji na fulani fancy. So nikafanya interview. The interviews are very thorough, but you know, it's doable. So kusema kweli mimi sikukuwa na experience, unaona. So mimi nilijichocha, which is, you know, as delusional as I am. Nikafanya interview and I passed. No, really, and I passed. So nikenda. But so here's the thing, mimi sikuwa nimemaliza university. So if you're going anywhere to a different country, remember the things that you need is a university degree. Usiende huko alafu uanze kusema oh nitatafuta, or you try other means. Mimi sikuwa nimemaliza, so niko na units mbili, but I had really expressed that kwa sababu nilituma mpaka students portal yangu. Anyway, that's not the story. The story is, kama kuna specific documents that you need, just make sure you have those specific documents, right? You get enda too straight kama hauna, you know, heri utume hiyo ya high school if you have, but make sure the documents are in order. Usiende uko mbele, because now you've traveled na ushafika huko. What are you gonna do? So that's the mistake I made. Mimi sikuwa nimemaliza my 2 units, na when I was dropping out of Kampo, this is supposed to be a secret, right? Wait. Tuseme tu kweli, the truth shall set you free. So vile nilikuwa nimemaliza Kampo, mimi sikumaliza, nilikuwa na units mbili. I was doing a double major na nilikuwa na units mbili, na shule ilikuwa imenichokesha. I didn't like school. Well, I liked school, the social bit of it and the things that I enjoyed learning. But also unajua kuna aspects zingine, just like in life, you're not too happy with, but you can sort of like have to find a way to maneuver, which I didn't do. I was just like, I'll skip that process. I'm done. Hizo 2 units wacha zikae. Can you imagine? Just 2 units. I've done 40. Ningefanya tu hizo mbili. And let me tell you, as a black woman, as a woman, and I'm not saying that it's everything, education is good, and if you can get your papers right, get your papers right. I'm not saying dedicate life yako yote kusoma. Different people are talented differently, but wewe kama umeamua unaingia Kampo, maliza, get that paper. I'm telling you, me. And I knew, Kimingichi told me, Kimingichi was my lecturer, and he told me, Tinyari, just do it. And I was like, why? I want to escape the matrix. Who says that we have to study and you have to follow the system? The system is rigged. And in a rigged system, you're gonna do some rigged stuff. The rigged stuff caught up with me. But also again, honestly, in hindsight, even though mina piananga story, so kama haufollow akipole. In hindsight, nikiangalia, I just feel like that's exactly how my story was supposed to go. I imagine if I had done any differently or things any differently, of course you can look back and think about it like lessons and so on and so forth. But if I had done it differently, I really wonder if I'd be here, and I'm thoroughly enjoying the journey that is my life right now. So it's so interesting. I want to be completely frank, but I really don't regret anything. This is exactly who I was supposed to be, and maybe this is why I was catapulted to that position, did this kind of choices, and that, just like with everything else in life, the choices that I made led me here. And I have to be honest about it, so you can always, and that's the thing with life, you always have a choice, so that when you make your choice, ujue, this is what might happen. Okay, sikumalizia hapo. So I went inside my job, I was good. I mean, really, I was. And we say it's not bragging if it's true. It's true. I was good. I got a lot of support. My nesting period when I started, sikukuwa na perform poa sana. But of course, I got a lot of help, which is something I'm very good at. I'm good at socializing. I talk to people, and I got a lot of help. So my KPIs were beautiful. And the other thing, I actually enjoyed my job. That topped up with your excitement ya kukua kwa country tofauti, kukua na hiyo sort of like fresh start. So I thoroughly enjoyed doing it. But that didn't count. My performance was fantastic. My relationship with people in the office was beautiful. I was sort of like building a community there. So vile nilifika, nikaka 6 months, right? Everything was going well. And there was an issue with other Kenyans, some Kenyan ladies. Yes, story tena nikasirishanga ku speak about, because it's very distasteful for me. I don't even want to talk about it. But maybe talking with Lisa Nezamobia what happened, but it's something that just is very low vibrational for me, what happened. So anyway, due to the issue that those ladies had, wakaandika na barua kwa, apparently that's the story anyway, allegedly, wakaandika na barua kwa HR, tukaanza kufanyiwa a recheck-up for these documents that were required but which was not asked for before. You needed to have a certificate. So of course it caught up with me. I didn't have my degree, complete degree. I only had my student photo and they're gonna units really missing. So like, we don't do that here. Anyway, so I got fired. That's in December 2022, last year. Nikakuwa fired. Let me tell you, I cried. Owe, ushailia yenye unalia mpaka una roll kwa floor. Yani because your body is hot. Inachemka. Nika roll kwa floor. Oh yeah. Oh, first hata hawakusema hivyo. First walisema ati wana downsize. But then I don't even understand how companies do it. I'm no longer their employee, so I can tell. I'm not contracting someone. Because these companies really know how to write their blueprints. Utaenda useme maneno tena nijipate nishashikwa mimi. Niko kwenye trouble. Na vile sasa spendi. Tena mrembo staki mimi. Anyway, so but I think siko bound na your contract. Walinifukuza anyway kama kafukusui, kama kadogi. They're like, adios. Sasa sikuwa nimemalizia hapo. Before nikuwe fired in December, I had saved up kidogo money. Nilikuwa nishaplaniwa hii trip in December. Nishaandika, do I know anything about corporate? I've always been super restless. I've never really, which is so interesting. I don't want to say it's a bad thing. It's so interesting. Sasa ndo ya mimi nilikuwa nisha plan trip, that's where we were. Nilikuwa nisha plan trip ya kwenda home for December holidays, which I did. Na nilikuwa nisha book leave days zangu na nilikuwa niende nirudi. Sasa nilikuwa nisha fayariwa na trip bado iko moto. Nishalipia tickets za kwenda na za kurudi. Sasa the thing that they didn't tell me, and I think they were just like, oh, this, I don't want to say the B word, huyu msichana atamtesa, mimi hivyo ndo mimi nafikiria. Sijui hawakusema nikasikia, but mimi nafikiria hivyo ndo walikuwa nafikiria. So basically nilikuwa nimesave do kutoka kwa hiyo 30%, nilikuwa nimesave pesa yangu, pesa mzuri, right? Walikuwa wakikata na depend na salary yako na sijisikie kuongea. Yeah. Anyway, so walikuwa wamekata hiyo 30%. Na hii 30% ukimaliza 6 months. That's what they told us in the contract when we were first joining. They told us, ukishaka kwa hii country ya Malaysia for 6 months. Umalize 6 months zako, utarudishwa hiyo 30% yako. Yote yani umesave. So basically they were even encouraging us and saying that they're helping us save. And I was like, oh yes, the spendthrift that I am, the Taurus that I am, if you can save some of my money, that would be fantastic. Okay, so I did that. So mimi nikaenda home, right? Nikaenda home, nikasema nikamwambia sasa mmenifukuza kazi, but like nilikuwa nishafanya trip yangu na nilikuwa nishabook ticket ya kwenda na kurudi, basi nitaenda kwanza nyumbani nimalizie stress huko kisha nirudi, and then you give me back my money, we do the tax clearance, yada. Aya, kwa kweli nao wakasema sawa. So I left, right? And they even held that last month's salary. No, I was fired like today, you're done. But I tell you, don't be loyal to a job. Don't be loyal to an employer. Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. Just be loyal to yourself and the people who really love you. Your employer does not love you. Your employer is motivated by making money. If you were to die today, if something was to happen to you today, like this, wataku replace life ya itasonga tena vizuri sana, atakusahau. So usidanganywe hizo ma pizza parties. Keep your head in the game. Just, focus, kumbuka, put yourself first. Same yet you slack. Nilikuwa nafika mapema. Job ni 11, mimi nimefika 10:30. Yes. Good. This is what I say. Fika on time. If you're supposed to be there at 11, why fika 11? Come on, you're supposed to leave at 8, leave at 8. Usianze hapo kujieva extend. My friend, they don't care. Watakugas up, oh my god, yeah, you're so amazing. Kama wakumbuka nilipatiwa sijui 10 ringgit for KPIs. 10 ringgit me how much? 280 bob. Hey, that's when I realized. Anyway, so see, I've gone back home. I come back, right? I've come to do now my tax clearance. Nataka kurudishwa ile pesa yangu nimesave sasa. Ni enjoy, kisha nirudi nyumbani or whatever the plan B would be. I don't know. I never sort of like have plan B. That's not like manifest one thing and it works. So nikafanyaje? Also, I came back, right? And they told me that apparently the rule is you have to spend 180 something days. So many from July when I went to December, I have done my 6 months. But then they told me that it's a specific number of days, 180 something, and me I had spent 169 or something like this. Wow. So I go to the immigrations and I'm told I get zero of the money I had saved for 6 months. Jesus, nililia, mama. I even have a video that I made. I made a video on TikTok, but I didn't post it. I talked to my friend, of course, during that panic and sadness. She told me, just relax. Posting it right now is not such a good idea, which was very sober advice, right? Because I would have done something drastic, something not very well thought out, you know. So, you know, so you do yote nishapoteza mimi, sipati hata shilingi. So how do I survive? Story for another day. So this is how, you know, so you have to do your due diligence completely, because no one really cares. You know, the employer was like, it's none of our business. Go figure. Of course I fought back. Oh, and I did. They're gonna remember me. Oh, I fought back. Nitawambia video kwa video ya pili. I need to step out. I love you. Anyway, so if you're going anywhere, make sure you're doing your research. Don't just up and go. It's not your village. They're not your people. And I say that with so much love and so much honesty. It's the truth. You have to look out for yourself. I fought back. I am so proud of it. I just keep saying, oh, I fought back. Yeah, so do that. Do your due diligence. Usijipate kwenye shaka. That's how. LinkedIn, hizo jobs sana zinapatikana LinkedIn, Agoda, where else? Asian jobs. There's a website called Allison. Allison is a bit more eclectic, is the word. Man, so many options you get on Agoda. Hey, so good luck and I love you. And I really hope that I will be consistent. I intend to be very consistent, and I will see you on the next video where we talk about anything, everything.